Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? My name is Tesereka, and good evening or good morning, wherever you are. So, I want to do a post Olympics analysis. What just happened in France? And I know this was a very good evening today. We had just the closing ceremony, and we saw most of the athletes from different countries, participating in the closing ceremony. Whether they won the Olympics or they didn't win the Olympics, that was the spirit of the Olympics. But excuse my background, just in case, because there is thunderstorm. In case you hear some noise, it's an evening here. But I want to do. I've seen a lot of opinions of people, yeah, and I want to do a simple analysis of what just happened in the Olympics. Sometimes this commentators sometimes wanasema this was one of the worst Olympics in Kenyan history, which is not true. Which is not true. By the way, for some of you that have followed the Olympics for a very long time, and I'm going to give you some specific data just shortly. I have the numbers here in my computer. Let me tell you something. I'm very proud for the performance of Kenya. I'm very, very proud the way Kenya performed in these Olympics. And the reason why I'm saying proud, it is because it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the terrible either. So for some of you guys that are seasonal Olympic or when you watch Olympics just seasonally, this was not a terrible performance. After all, you can keep your opinions to yourself. I'm just going to give you the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So what I'm just going to give you, and I'm going to have this in an analyzed data, in an analytical data in my comment section. If you follow this video either in Facebook or in my YouTube channel, you will have this analyzed data by the end of the week in a very good graphical representation, so that you can be able to see the performance of Kenya over the last 20 years. I'm just gonna go back 20 years behind to 2000. I mean, literally until 2000, so that some of you guys can understand this was not really a bad Olympics as most people say it, as most people started bashing our athletes. The athletes did everything they could be able to do to win. There is only difference in the way the men performed this time compared to the women. The women did very good. If you look at the performance for women from the middle distances all the way to the marathons, they did perfectly well. If you look at the performance of the men, it is slightly different because we have been getting most of the medals from the men's side. And the Ethiopians, yes, we have been getting quite a number also from the lady side, but a good chunk of the medals in this performance, this Paris 2024, came from the women. So let me give you the numbers. And I'm going to give you specific numbers from today, the Olympics that just ended. Paris 2024, tulipata 4 gold medals, tulipata 2 silver, tukapata 5 bronze for a total of 11. Okay? Today, that is in Paris, 11 medals. Now, let's go back to 2020 Tokyo. 2020 Tokyo, tulipata 4 gold medals, tulipata 4 silver medals, na tulipata 2 bronze, a total of 10. That is Tokyo. Okay? Now, let's go back to Rio 2016. Rio 2016 was good performance. Tulipata 6 gold medals, tulipata 6 silver medals, tukapata 1 bronze medal for a total of 13. Okay? So 2024 tumepata 11. 2024 tumepata 11. 2020 tumepata 10. 2016 tumepata 13. Not big of a difference. Now, let's go to 2012. 2012 London. London, tulipata only 2 gold medals, tukapata 4 silver, tukapata 7 bronze for a total of 13. Okay? Now, let's go to 2008 Beijing, China. Tulipata 6 gold medals, 4 silver, na 6 bronze. How many? 16. So actually, if you look at 2016, 2012, we had one of the best Olympics. No. Is it 20? Yes. 2016, 2012, we had. Now, let's go to 2008 is what I was meaning. 2008 and 2016. 2004, Athens. I want you to listen to this. 2004, Athens. 20 years ago, we had one of the worst Olympics ever. And most people do not remember that. We had only 1 gold medal, 4 silver, na 2 bronze. A total of 7. 2004. Twende Sydney 2000. Sydney 2000 were 2 gold medals, were 3 silver medals. 3 silver medals, and we had only 2 bronze medals. Total of 7. See, terrible performance 2004, terrible performance Sydney 2000. Now, 1996 Atlanta. Listen, and I'm going to stop here. Atlanta, we had 1 gold medal, 4 silver, and 3 bronze, for a total of 8. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me why everyone is saying 4 gold medals today in France, okay? 2 silver medals and 5 bronze is worse than what we had experienced before. You tell me why. Quite honestly, this was a good performance. It was not terrible performance. It was not the best performance. Our best number of gold medals that we have ever received is 6 gold medals. Our worst gold medals we have ever received is 0. In fact, if I go back all the way to 1992 Olympics, okay, tulipata 2 gold medals. 1992, 2 gold medals. I'm just going by the number of gold. 1988, 5 gold medals. So the numbers has been fluctuating from 6 to 2. 6 to 2. And I'm going to do a very good analysis of these medals, okay, from way back, probably the last 30 years, so that you can see the numbers. Now, I don't want people to think that our athletes performed terrible in Paris. No, they did a very average good game. Now, when you look at the positioning of our country, we have been ranking between position 3 to position 5. Adjai went worse than position 5. I'm just analyzing for the athletics. We have never done anything worse than position 5. This one, we were second. This time round, we were second against the United States. I mean, United States is giant. We will never compete with them because there are too many athletes. They have too many competing in different field events. We're just running. We're just doing running events and probably the javelin and the rest. So my point that I'm trying to pass here today, for some of you guys who are bashing our athletes, and I want to tell you something. The athletes have done actually beyond expectations, because this was not a tragic Olympics. This was not a terrible performance. We lost important events like the steeplechase. We lost at the 5,000. I mean, we lost at the men's 10,000. We didn't get really good medals there. But that doesn't mean this was a terrible performance. But this one was covered by the good performance of the ladies. You know, Obiri, Faith, you know, Beatrice. They lifted Wanyonyi. They lifted the weight to the other side. Okay? So when you look at the performance for today, okay, or this Olympics, it was average. It was good. It was not terrible. And we cannot say this is the worst Olympics ever. Because if you look at the numbers don't lie. I just told you the numbers don't lie. So you don't have to believe my opinion or your opinion. You don't have to go by your opinion that this is a terrible Olympics based on what? Give me the statistics. Give me the data. Give me the numbers. Okay? When you say this is a terrible Olympics or this was the worst Olympics ever, it was based on what? Because the numbers don't lie. Okay? Now, going forward from here, this is where now as a country, we go and sit down and reanalyze. What have we done good? What have we done bad? What can we improve on? And this is where now the Athletics Kenya needs to do something. The Athletics Kenya needs to do something. And that is why right now I'm going to my second point, which I want to offer as an advisory, an opinion on what needs to be done, okay? So that we can improve. Because the areas that we really failed or we never exceeded expectations are the middle distance runners, 1500. Steeplechases, which we had dominated for a very long time. We had dominated steeplechases for like, it can never even be remembered. But we lost an extremely important event, which has been, if we had just won the steeplechase and probably the 1500 or medal in 8 of them, we'd been in a very good position. We'd still be in strong second because we are still number 2 regardless. I don't think we would beat United States because they had way over the numbers of the gold medals. They were way up there. This is something that we need to know and we need This is something that I want you to know, that this Paris Olympics was not that badly off. And we were very proud